Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our circle of love and light here at the foothills of Emain Macha, Navanfort, just outside Armagh. The wheel of the year of our ancient ancestors. Their calendar. They lived within the natural cyclical flowing energies of the cosmos. And in that wheel of the year, we are now at Samhain, what we see as the beginning of winter. And our theme for this evening's meditation is letting go. And when you look around you at the trees, resplendent in their beauty at this time of year, as they let go of their leaves, letting go in order to make way for and prepare for new life, new beginnings. This time of year carries the energy of letting go. The energy coming to us now from the cosmos is the energy of letting go of that which no longer serves us. And letting go can indeed be beautiful. A beautiful experience, uplifting, liberating, freeing. The trees letting go of their leaves, and in what splendour, all the colours, a magnificent display, as Mother Nature retreats back into the earth to begin the period of rest and recuperation before making a grand new entrance again at Imbolc, when new energy will be coming to the surface. The old energy simply replaced and recycled in another form. Our lives contain a mixture of joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, harmony and struggle, and yes, life and death. Each season has its appropriate time in the cycle of life. Nothing stays the same, and we must learn to accept and adjust to the ebb and flow of the natural rhythms of the greater cosmos, just as our ancient ancestors knew how to do. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to sow, and a time to reap. The wheel of the year of our ancient ancestors had 8 demarcating points, starting with Samhain, where we are now, the end of October. For them, a time to sow. The beginning of their year. It might seem strange to us to talk about this as the beginning of the year, as we head into the dark winter months. But at this time of year, the earth is still warm after the summer sun. This is the time to sow the seeds in the warm, dark womb of Mother Earth, where all life begins. There is no other way. Samhain, the most significant time of the year for our ancient ancestors. As Mother Nature withdraws her energies down into the earth, death and endings must come before new life and new beginnings. The old must end before the new can begin. Before we can harvest, we must sow. And so our ancient ancestors celebrated this time of year as a time to rest, with the darkening days after Samhain, seeing little activity in the land. It's all happening underneath, inner growth, in the darkness. All new life begins in the womb of the feminine. And from here up until the winter solstice, December 21st, is the gestation period, the incubation period, the time of inner growth, inner nourishment, all energy gathered inwards to support what is happening deep in the darkness of the land and deep within the human psyche. The darkness, the resting, the non-action, the non-doing, the active waiting. The great cycle of birth, death and rebirth. The letting go of one phase of life in order to birth another. A time to sow and a time to reap. So now let us begin our meditation. Let us follow our ancient ancestors, living in the natural energies of the cosmos, allowing the natural cosmic energies to work for us rather than against us, knowing that we are all part of a great cosmic system, all part of the oneness, all that is. All the sky stuff, all the earth stuff, all part of the same system of cosmic creation. Let us start by reflecting back to this time last year and ask yourself, how have you spent the energy allotted to you over the past year? What seeds did you sow in your spiritual life? How did you nourish them? How did you harvest them when the time for harvesting came? Or did you sow seeds that fell by the wayside because you failed to nourish them? What hopes and expectations failed to materialize over the past year because you failed to make them happen? Now let us start again here tonight. Let us start to sow new seeds. Seeds that will germinate in the darkness of the next few months, in the darkness where all life begins. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you in your life at this point in time, that you no longer need? Why are you holding on? Are you afraid to let go? Where is your fear coming from? Are you nourishing your creative talents, whatever gives you pleasure and fulfillment, and expresses your own creativity? Are you allowing yourself to do it? Or are you stifling your own creativity because you're so caught up serving others? Are you nurturing others more than yourself? So knowing that our lives follow the same cyclical pattern of life, death and rebirth, now let us sow our seeds. Let us plant the seeds that will allow each one of us to move forward in life, letting go of the old hurts, old abuses, old wounds, the seeds of forgiveness, releasing ourselves from the burden of holding on to old grudges. How liberating that is. That weight of holding on to that which no longer serves us falling from our shoulders. Let us light the flame of letting go in our hearts. Let us see this time as the beginning of a new phase. Let us now sow the seeds of what we want to bring into our life from now on. Let us sow the seeds of life in the womb of the darkness of the year. What is your first seed you wish to sow? What aspect of your life do you want to change most? Your relationship? Your work? Maybe to have more time for yourself to enjoy what you like doing, to nourish your creative talents. Maybe to pull back from trying to live or relive your life through other people or your children. Not trying to learn their lessons from them, but to allow them to learn their own lessons in their own way, in their own time, without your interference and holding them back. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to stand back and do and say nothing. But it's the only way your children will find their own path. Not by following behind you on your path, but by forging out their own. And the next seed you want to sow, maybe not allowing yourself to be so available to everyone in need, allowing yourself to say no at times. Maybe not allowing yourself to be a doormat in the mistaken belief that this is what is expected of you, or in the equally mistaken belief that this makes you a better person. Maybe to balance your receiving and your giving. Maybe to see yourself as the beautiful being you really are. No guilt, no blame attached. Maybe to have more respect for yourself. You are worth only the best. No one is ever going to abuse you again in any way or put you down in any way. Yes, they can do or say what they like, but you are not going to let them pull you down to their low energy level by retaliating or by being offended or hurt. You are going to rise above all of this. No one has any power over how you react to anything except yourself. Maybe to spend more time in nature, to develop your own special bond with nature. Mother Nature, nurse, guide, teacher, and recognising the signs sent to us by Mother Nature. Maybe to stop following the crowd, just trying to fit in. Just because the majority are doing it, that does not mean it's always right. Maybe not allowing yourself to be dictated to and forced to do something, even though it goes against your better judgment and it does not feel right within you. Maybe to understand that everything is within yourself. Maybe to accept that you are not responsible for anyone else's happiness or spiritual development, and that no one else is responsible for your happiness, only yourself. Claim back your power, your sovereignty. You are the creator of your own life. Your thoughts create your reality. See the bigger picture. See past all the differences and diversities in our world. For we are all one, all coming from the same source, all one in the oneness of the totality of all that is. And so, with our seeds now sown, we begin the gestation period, the incubation period for our seeds. From now at Samhain until we come to winter solstice, December 21st. The seeds that we have sown, they need nurturing, they need nourishment. And this can only be done in the quiet and calm of the dark winter months, when we withdraw our energy inwards, into the silence, into the inner reflection, not fighting against the darkness, but embracing it, flowing with it, knowing that the seeds we have just sown need this darkness in order to germinate, in order to begin the process of life. All life comes from darkness. Winter precedes summer, night precedes day. And so let us embrace this coming season as we sow our new seeds. We will nurture and nourish our seeds in the darkness of this incubation period starting now. And when Imbolc approaches in February, our seeds will begin to sprout through the surface. We will reap what we have sown. A time to sow and a time to reap. A time to let go and make way for new beginnings. Endings must come before new beginnings can happen. And now we have a beautiful poem being read to you by Lauren, composed especially for this meditation tonight.
The butterfly will flap its wings and changes come to pass. O soul, do not regret such things that keep us on our path. Through this cosmos where we journey, there is only infinite flow. And the lesson we cannot always see is a lesson of letting go.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
Well, we've come to the end now of our evening here, our celebration for Samhain. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope it meant something to you. And let's all remember, the next 2 months, let's remember to embrace the darkness, because from darkness comes the light. Until we meet again, namaste.
This little light
Of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. The light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. The light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine.